Hey Jimmy, it's Micah Collins here, and in this video, I'm going to show you the number one thing that will separate you from your competition, not waste any of your time or mine. So I'm sure you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why am I even doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the truth is that oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are simply too busy running their own business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. So, Jimmy, I've found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their own business for free, it sometimes results in those local business owners still at the end raising their hands and saying, you know what, Micah, I like you. Why don't you just take care of this for me? So, Jimmy, if by the end of this video you all like what you've heard and you can see I have a lot of tricks up my sleeves that can help impact your business, you can shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or simply, if you want to take the free attack plan and do this yourself, I'm totally cool with that, whatever's best for your business. So, without any further ado, let's hop right in to the number one thing that will separate you from your competition, especially in the Tulsa area if you were wanting to target areas outside of Bartlesville. Because I was just looking and your website's built out very nicely, and I have nothing too much to say about that. The one thing I will add as kind of like a PS is I would put a little bit more Tulsa specific content if you want to take over an area like Tulsa. For instance, if we go over to Ahrefs, and I love this tool because it allows me to see behind the scenes of everything Google's looking at online. You can get it for yourself on Ahrefs.com for about $200 a month. But if we look over here, we can see um, you're ranking for 22 organic keywords, driving 29 people to your website every single month. Okay, and if we look at the keywords that you're ranking for, again, Jimmy, a keyword is like I'm over in the Tulsa area. So if I'm looking for a roofing company, I'm going to be like roofers in Tulsa or Tulsa roofers, and I'm going to click one of the first ones that I see, right? So that's how most people act about, getting a roof repaired. If we look over here, we can see like roofers that work with insurance. It's not a bad one. You know, get searched 70 times a month. You get 10 of those people because they're on the third position. Roofing company Jinx, Oklahoma. That's a good one. Get searched 100 times a month. You get only 3 of those people, though, because you're on the 11th position. They're on the second page. So basically, besides that, roofers that work with insurance, you're basically on the second page on just about everything. So your website isn't really generating you a whole lot of leads. Whereas if we look at something like Conrad's Roofing in Tulsa, we can see that they're ranking for 52 organic keywords, but they're getting 635 people on their website every single month. You can imagine just how many calls that translates to for roofing. If we look at their keywords, if this will load, we immediately see roofing companies Tulsa. The volume is about 610, was that? Yeah, 600. Roofing companies Tulsa get searched 600 times a month. They get 69 of those people because they're on the fourth position. Roofers in Tulsa get searched 90 times a month. They get 31 of those people because they're on the second position. Tulsa Roofing Companies get searched 350 times a month, and they get 31 of those people because they're on the fifth position on Google. So, Jimmy, the first thing I would do is just get these kind of keywords specifically, and I would put them naturally throughout your content, like through these different sections on your Tulsa page, and really boost up this Tulsa page specifically regarding to Tulsa keywords. That will help you get found more consistently. So, before I bore you to death, Jimmy, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're just going to take one of these keywords, we're going to paste it into Google and dive a little bit deeper on how your website could be doing here. So, okay, diving right in, the first section we see is the ad section. Now, Jimmy, we know the ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if you're not careful. You usually get a lot of tire kicker leads from them. It's not high quality types of people looking for business. They're usually just mumbling around and, checking quotes as they call it, right? And the truth is, only 10 to 20% of all clicks end up going here. 80 to 90% end up scrolling down. So we'll scroll down with the majority of the people looking for roofing services. And if we scroll down, this brings me to the map pack. And this is another great place to be, but I'm not going to delve too deep into this because I know you're stationed in Bartlesville. You can put another location here, like remote location, not without like actually buying a building. But I'm not going to delve. It's kind of beyond the scope of this video. If you want to know more about that, you can give me a chat and I'll let you know a little bit more specifically about that. But I know you're targeted more in the Bartlesville area as far as your GBP, so I will skip that. But that generates about 40 to 60% of all the clicks end up landing in one of these spaces. Now, the next place is, of course, the Google Organic. And And Jimmy, how you get in a place like this, you need authority with Google. But to get this authority, you need what we call backlinks. So I want you to think of it like this. I'll try to break it down really simply without getting into technical jargon for you. Imagine like if website A is pointing to website B, then site A is giving site B some of its like link juice or like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. And Google sees your site as more authoritative because of that. And it's not just that, but it's about how relevant that website is to your website. So for instance, if you get like a local blog or an industry site, like a guttering website pointing to your roofing website, then that's awesome. Google sees a lot of relevance there. But if you get like a link from Pizza Hut, say, because you did a job for them, well, Google doesn't care because, you do roofs, they do pepperoni pizzas. There's no correlation there. And we can see exactly how this works over in Ahrefs. Again, if we go back to your backlinks, we can see you have 41 backlinks pushing power to your website, but you're only generating 29 people to your website every single month. Again, it's probably not translating to too many calls. But if we hop over to Conrad's Roofing, we can see that they have 1.1 thousand backlinks pointing to their website, which is generating 635 people to their website every single month. Now, don't be a little bit too jumped back by this, because it's not like binary to where you have backlinks and you don't, and you automatically have 635 or you don't have any traffic at all. This is more a gradual kind of transition. So it's not like you immediately start throwing backlinks and you're flooded with all these calls you can't handle. This is more of a gradual process of slowly putting up backlinks over years' time, and then you end up beating them on a large scale. And by the time you would be getting the 635 traffic to your website every month, you would have the ability to handle those calls, right? And how you get backlinks like this is super simple. You just do this over time, pick a certain amount every month. Like I always, I would say get like 10 a month or else 20 a month, and slowly carve out their backlinks and get them for yourself. Okay. And how you do this is super simple. You just plug in your competition right here into that search bar, click on backlinks. You'll see every single backlink that's pushing power to their website. And all you have to do is click on it, put in an email to the website host person, or else fill in your information. You'll get that backlink for yourself. And if you continue this process over time and do all of these backlinks to your website, you will 100% take that 635 traffic to your website every single month. You can imagine how many calls that translates to. So, Jimmy, once again, hopefully you can see by now that getting you to the top on Google and getting more roofing calls every single month like clockwork, it's not magic. It's just a method. And I've shown you that method here today. And once again, number one, we went over your backlinks, and you just want to get the right high quality backlinks in your competitors have, excuse me, and start pushing more authority and bringing you up in Google and getting more calls. And if you implement that strategy today, there's no way that you will not dominate in every aspect in the Tulsa area, hands down. So now I bet you're wondering, well, what now, Micah? Well, the truth is, Jimmy, you can either take this information I provided you today and do this on your own. I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most fast and effective route and you want to know a little bit more about it, you can give me a quick call at 918-260-1694. Again, Jimmy, my name is Micah Collins, and that's 918-260-1694. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.